You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, guys, we're going to be talking about Tom Brady and his wife, Gisele. As you guys already know, Gisele is not happy with Tom Brady coming back for a 23rd NFL season. Now, as you guys know, Tom Brady retired. I believe it was in February. Then a month later, he says, you know what? I'm coming back. I got unfinished business. And then Gisele and Tom got into a massive fight. She wants this man to stay retired. He wants to keep playing. And the reason why, folks, he wants to come back, man, this man is still delivering at an elite level. I mean, at age 44, he was second in MVP. He led the NFL in touchdown passes and in yards. And then we find out, guys, that Tom Brady and Gisele actually were living apart. I guess after that fight broke out, she left and went to Costa Rica. Then she went back to Florida. And now, guys, she's actually in New York City. Now, Gisele, she's a model. She wants to do what she wants to do with her career, too. But she wants Tom Brady to stop his career. Now, I think that's just a little bit selfish. That's just my opinion. But, guys, things may actually be getting even worse for Tom Brady and Gisele. Even though she tried to put on a good face, you know, on social media, talking about go butts and all that. Inside, I believe she is very, very upset. Check this out, guys. Over here on page 6, Gisele seen crying on her phone in New York City amid Tom Brady marital drama. Gisele Bündchen was spotted on her cell phone in tears in New York City amid her marital drama with husband Tom Brady. The 42-year-old supermodel got emotional while talking on the phone and walking along Hudson River Park near the Tribeca apartment she shares with the football pro on Wednesday. Bündchen was seen in NYC this week while Brady, 45, remains in Florida following epic rows over his shocking decision to unretire from the NFL. Now, to me, it was not a shock. It really wasn't. Because when he retired, it didn't feel like a retirement at all. I knew he was going to come back. But anyway, a witness said Gisele was walking on her own on the west side, crying into her mobile phone. A separate source speculated Bündchen may have been on the phone with Brady, who was at the Buccaneers, I'm going to say facility. It's not training camp. This is the regular season now, in Tampa at the time. Meanwhile, a third source added that the former Victoria's Secret's Angel was also upset over the coverage of her Elle magazine interview, which was released on Tuesday in the press. Now, in that interview, it seems like she was very, very critical of Brady. I mean, in the article, she said, "I've done my part." In other words, that means, hey, it's time for you to let football go. It's time for me to actually do my own thing. The source said Gisele wanted the story to be about her career and her environmental work, but all the focus from the media was on her quotes about Tom. Well, she should have expected this. She should have expected this. When it comes to Tom Brady and Gisele, all this drama, she had to know that Tom Brady would actually be the focus on this. Let's just be clear about that. This is what she said, quote, "This is a very violent sport, and I have my children, and I would like him to be more present," she told the magazine. Explaining that she put her career on hold for the family, she added, quote, "I've done my part, which is to be there for Brady. I moved to Boston. I focus on creating a cocoon and a loving environment for my children to grow up in and to be there supporting him and his dreams." She had to know that would actually be the talking point right there. But guys, this could end pretty badly. It could actually really, really end badly. I mean, if Tom Brady doesn't win the Super Bowl this year, folks, there is a good chance that he probably could come back. I mean, that's actually according to Willie McGinnis. These world-class athletes like Tom Brady, they're born with this killer instinct that you just can't turn off and on like some radio. Yes, I'm quoting Apollo Creed from Rocky IV. He said, "We don't even have a choice." That's what he told Rocky. And I believe he was right about that, even though Apollo is a fictional character. I believe that those words are real. She better be cheering for Tom Brady to actually win the Super Bowl. I mean, if he doesn't win the Super Bowl, man, his marriage could be over. She's already in tears. We don't know exactly if she was actually talking to Brady, but if she's on the phone and she's crying, there's probably a really, really good chance that she was actually on the phone with TB12. Maybe she was actually telling him, hey, you need to retire right now. And maybe he said, no, I'm not doing that. And she just broke down. But man, this is going to get really bad, guys. I believe there's going to be more stories out there the rest of the season. Tom Brady, he's going to have to be laser focused because these stories are not going anywhere. I mean, this probably be front page news week after week after week until at least she actually moves back into the house, actually shows up at football games, because she was not at the Cowboys game, and she's not going to be here at the Saints game. And we know that the Saints is his nemesis, and I believe if he actually does have a bad game this week, and it really wouldn't surprise me if he had a bad game, because he has struggled against the Saints. I mean, it's kind of like almost like the Dolphins. When Brady was in New England, they struggled against the Dolphins. I mean, even though Tom Brady won the one matchup that he absolutely had to win, that was the playoff game. But last season, he struggled against the Saints. So if he struggles again, man, it could actually be front page news that, hey, Tom Brady, his head is not in the game. Gisele bringing him down, that kind of thing. I'm not even really going to go there. But I believe that Gisele probably could get a lot of backlash, if Tom Brady ends up struggling, not just against the Saints, but the entire season. But I believe that Tom Brady is the ultimate professional, and I just don't see him, being pathetic and horrible, even though it seems like the reports in training camp that Tom Brady looked sad at practice. That seems to be true. But when the football game comes, I believe that he will be laser focused. But I'm really concerned about his marriage now at this point. I really, really am. She left him. They're not even living together, folks. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.